Hello and welcome to the Wild Center's National Championship of Paper Airplanes, a competition that would make the Wright brothers Amelia Earhart and Chuck Yeager proud. My name is Nick. Today I'm joined by my avian expert co-host Nick for today's competition. Nick, why don't you tell the viewers a little bit about what to expect in today's competition? Yeah, thanks Nick. So today our three paper pilots will test their creations in three different categories: distance, lift, and accuracy. At the end of all three rounds, we'll tally up the scores and name a winner. Now, each of our aviators has drawn inspiration from an avian species. Cori's creation is modeled after the American kestrel, small and speedy. Michael's peregrine falcon-inspired aircraft is large, meant for accuracy and distance. And Leanne's airplane is meant to resemble a red-tailed hawk with broad wings, meant for maximizing time aloft and distance. I had a chance to sit down with all three of today's competitors a little earlier. Let's go ahead and take a look at how they're preparing for today's competition. Welcome, Cori. Can you tell me a little bit about how you designed your plane?
Well, you know, I've been spending a lot of time with our kestrels. I wanted to make a paper plane that mimicked their skill and ability while they're flying, and I think, you know what? I think I did it. I got this in the paper bag.
Welcome, Michael. Tell me a little bit about how you prepared for today's competition.
So it's been a little while since I've thrown paper airplanes. So I did a lot of test runs, trying different kinds of planes. Wanted to go for one that I thought would cover good distances pretty quickly.
Welcome, Leanne. Now, this may be one of the most important events of your life. Tell me a little bit about how you prepared.
I've been doing lots of folding, practicing creasing my edges, and really trying to work on that technique for flying those planes. We'll see how it goes today, though. Everything changes in competition.
Okay, let's get started. Today's first competition is distance. Our paper pilots will see how far each of their airplanes will travel. I think this first obstacle is going to lend itself to the planes resembling the peregrine falcon and the red-tailed hawk, birds with bigger, broader wingspans meant to fly a long distance. Let's start first with Cori. Okay, here's Cori's first throw. She lines it up a little right, but not bad. And her second throw, much better. Okay, Cori's planes traveled a combined distance of about 51 feet. Michael and his peregrine falcon-inspired plane are up next. He lines up his first throw. And look at that glide. Very nice. First throw for Michael. And his second, even better. Let's go ahead and take a look at how far Michael's planes traveled. All right, a combined 64 feet. How about that? Very nice for Michael and the peregrine falcon-inspired plane. Next up is Leanne and the red-tailed hawk. This should be interesting as she prepares that plane for its first throw. Here we go. She lines it up and releases. Okay, not bad. First throw. Let's see the second. Ooh, and a little to the right. Those flights leave a lot to be desired, but let's tally up Leanne's score. Just around 30 feet. So at the end of one competition, we have Michael in the lead with 3 points, Cori in second with 2 points, and Leanne in third place with 1 point. Let's move on to the lift category. The lift obstacle will test the height gained by each of our planes as they're flown over a fan moving air upward. Really, this obstacle should lend itself well to the planes with the bigger, broader wings, as there's much more surface area to be caught by that wind moving upward. Let's take a look. Okay, Cori's up first. This should be interesting as the kestrel-inspired plane is small and speedy, but maybe not built for lift. Let's take a look. The first one, yep, just a tiny bump there. Second one, the same. 2 tiny bumps for Cori and the kestrel-inspired plane. Let's move on to Michael, the peregrine falcon, much bigger and broader wings. Let's see if that makes a difference. His first toss, as he lines it up. Let's see. Yeah, so you see there a much bigger bump up. Second one, not so much, but as you can see, a bigger difference in Michael's plane than Cori's, and he moves into first place. Let's move on to Leanne. The broad wings of the red-tailed hawk should really make a difference here. Let's see. Yeah, you can see how much lift you're seeing as it flies over that plane and catches the breeze. Way to go, Leanne. And as you can see, the much higher lift there gives Leanne a first place finish in the lift category. Michael comes in second, and Cori's kestrel-inspired plane comes in third. Let's take a look at the standings right now as we move through our second category. Michael remains in first place with 5 points. Leanne moves up into second place with 4 points. And Cori now rounds out the group in third place with 3 points. And lastly, our third and final obstacle, our competitors will be aiming for the bullseye in our accuracy category. We'll see which plane is best adept at pinpoint accuracy. Let's start out with Cori once again going first as she lines up the kestrel-inspired airplane as she takes aim. The first one a bit wide to the right, and her second throw, she hits it. Let's take a look at that instant replay of that hit. Beautiful throw. Let's review Cori's first throw, a miss to the right, but second one hits the target beautifully. Let's move on to Michael in the Peregrine Falcon next. Michael lines up his first throw. He takes aim, and he hits a beautiful throw by Michael, and his second throw. A bit low, but Michael is 1 out of 2 as well. Let's take a look at that instant replay. Great throw. And now reviewing Michael's 2 throws. His first one a hit, second one missing a little low. Let's move on to Leanne, our third and final competitor in the accuracy contest. Ooh, a little left with the red-tailed hawk inspired plane, her second throw. And that one a little low, so Leanne 0 for 2 in the accuracy competition. Let's review Leanne's 2 throws. 1 miss to the left, 1 miss low, so 0 for 2 for Leanne. Let's take a look at the standings after our final competition. Michael is our big winner. He split that last category with Cori, giving him 7.5 points. Cori comes in second with 5.5 points, and Leanne comes in third with 5 points. I had a chance to talk with our competitors after the competition to see how they feel. Let's go take a look. Cori, not bad, a second place finish today. Tell me a little bit about how you feel the competition went.
You know, it was not my best. Definitely should have practiced more instead of looking at birds, but next time I'll get it.
Michael, today's big winner, congratulations. Tell me a little bit about how you feel after such a fierce competition.
Thought it went pretty well. Some of my throws weren't that great. I wish I had a couple more practice runs in. But thought it went okay overall. It's a fun competition.
Leanne, maybe not the result you were hoping for today, but tell us a little bit about how you're feeling after today's competition.
It was fierce competition today. I gave it my best. You know, I'd hate to blame the plane because the plane really was built with precision. I think it just came down to my technique. Nerves really got me today. The poor red-tailed hawk didn't perform as well as I could have let it. So I'm just gonna keep trying though. Next time, we're coming back next time, bigger and badder than ever. Thank you guys.
That's right, it truly is an honor just to compete. Let's head back into the studio. So there you have it, another thrilling national championship of paper airplanes in the books. For my co-host Nick, we thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, please remember to put your seat backs and tray tables in their upright and locked positions and enjoy the flight. Thanks.